hated player in the NFL on data analysis by website Vegas Insider.
Let me tell you the people whose fault it is on why people hate Jalen Hurts. For one, we're gonna go with Cam Newton. We're gonna go with you too. Let me see who else. Did Shady say anything? I'm not sure if Shady said anything.
I think Shady supports it. I think the thing is, Ocho, his interviews, I mean, we don't get a chance to see his personality. I'm sure the guy that we see in front of the camera is not the guy that he is in the locker room.
They voted Jalen Hurts the most hated player in the NFL. And all I gotta say to that is y'all gotta stop dickying, bro. That shit really crazy to be like, out of all the players in the league, y'all hate the nigga that won a Super Bowl, ain't got the most arm talent, was a second round pick and overcame the odds to win a bowl. This is who y'all hate. But I get it, he's an Eagles player. And it's really our fault, the Eagles fans, because when we get a quarterback that won us the Super Bowl, like that's dead ass, bro. We start saying he was top 5 best in the league. We'd rather have him over Patrick Mahomes. Everybody hate him because they saying we overrating our player. How the fuck are we overrating the player that means something to us? Because the players in your team don't mean shit to you. Y'all don't care for him. Y'all don't want to go to bat for him. That's fine. We gonna go to bat for ours. That's mainly the reason he's hated. He's not hated because he's genuinely a bad player. He's hated because the Eagles fans ride him. But that's what happens when you win a Super Bowl here. If you were to ask some niggas right now, Nick Foles is more important than Donovan McNabb when it comes to Eagles history. When you win the bowl here, we're gonna go crazy. We're gonna gas you up. We're gonna defend you. It's a part of being a Philadelphia Eagle, especially at quarterback.
I'm gonna do it short, but I can get around to it. But I'm glad I'm doing the video. So apparently, the NFL, I'm guessing it was the players, voted. Jalen Hurts is the most hated player in the NFL, and I continue to beat this. And the people that listen to my videos, these type of videos, head is nothing more than society, especially within the black community, than they hate more than a productive, too legit to quit man, black heterosexual man. They hate it. They hate it because, I mean, unless he going around and he sleeping with their girls or he doing some shicey shit. From what I see, and I only can speak from what I see, he's somebody who handled the college situation the right way. And maybe it's some stuff I don't see behind the scenes. He handled the college situation the right way. He was the bigger man with Tua. He didn't pout. He handled it the right way. Didn't lash out. Got to the league. Didn't hate on Carson Wentz. Waited his turn and he won. Ain't a raw guy. Real quiet and reserved. He employed a bunch of black women around him. Married a black woman. Hold himself to a high standard. Very humble guy. Father seemed to be a really good guy. He's a football coach. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really understand it. He don't make us look ignorant, but a lot of times what it is, even when he faced adversity, he's master stoicism. No matter how high, how low AJ Brown got, no matter what they went through, what they beef was about, and AJ Brown throwing them under the bus, at least for what I seen, and he could be sneaking sources to undercover sources to insiders, but from what I seen, he ain't threw that man under the bus one time. Media savvy, media training. And Jordan don't sign too many bad people. You said they cut bait with Zion. They signed Derek Anderson, if y'all know anything about NBA. And they signed Derek Anderson. Go look at this interview Derek Anderson had with the Knucklehead Podcast. It's one of the better interviews you'll watch. His story was crazy, bro. And he still persevered. And he said that when Michael called him to be part of Team Jordan, I think he was one of the original people. He was like, shit, why you want me? You know what I'm saying? And Michael Jordan told him, he said, man, everything I hear about you, you're a good person. You always on time. You was on time for this meeting. And I want a person like you, I'm paraphrasing, to represent the Jordan brand. He got Andre Ward, who was a really good dude to represent the Jordan brand. So apparently the Jordan brand character is strong. They like good character guys. Jason Tatum, Luka. I ain't really heard nothing bad about Luka. Must be fly helicopter day. I ain't heard nothing too bad about Luka off the court. So I'm telling y'all, man, Russell Wilson. He said all the right things, hold himself accountable, and all they did was hate on him. Oh, you need to act like a nigga. That's basically what they saying. I remember I was in the car, man. It's one of the last times I was in the car with dudes I went to school with. So we in the car, 5 deep. I'm driving. So we coming back from, if you from Detroit, we coming back from where like Henry Horror Hospital is, New Center area. I had a homie. He lived in the New Center area. So we over there, number streets. If you know, you know. So we coming back to the hood towards Finkel and why can I think of that street right there? Finkel and Schaefer. So we going back to the hood. So I never forget that we come off the lodge. So they get to talk about if we go to jail, who's snitching, and I ain't gonna get about that. But it was talking about everybody did some dirt. It was like, hey man, you ain't never did a dirt or hit a lick. I'm like, no, I ain't never have to. Like, literally, I've never had to rob nobody, sell no drug, but these niggas had to. Or they felt they had to. And that was on them. Some of their parents sold dope. That's what it was, you know? And that's how you had to really start, like, weaving people out your circle and stuff. And they couldn't believe it. I'm like, have y'all ever seen me do some hoe ass nigga shit? They were, I don't know. But I'm pretty sure you had, like, no, don't try to, not saying I'm perfect, don't try to drag me to your level. Because you a fucked up individual. But the thing about it is people will be jealous. They'll call you soft. They'll say you privileged. They'll say, oh, I had to get it on my own. You got to understand, Jalen Hurts had 2 parents. He had a father that spoke well, that was a coach, supported him. You can tell the influence of both parents is on him. He speak well. He for the culture, and they hate on him. I'm telling y'all, there's nothing more in the black community than they hate than productive men. They have more respect for Pookies, Ray Rays, Glocktaviuses, criminals, felons, pedos, thieves, meth smokers, crack dealers. They have more respect for them than you, because that's why when you make it, you a sellout. You a sell. They always try to throw that sellout. You know, a lot of times when they say you a sellout and you make it, what that mean, even if you didn't sell out, what that mean is I feel inferior to you. And a lot of dudes that be around, a lot of y'all dudes, like when you growing up in high school, a lot of them have vitriol towards you because you going to college. I remember one time I got straight A's and I got a C in gym. And my homie started hating. I'm like, damn, what the fuck you hating for? How you do that? And I'm like, nigga, I did the work. So you got to watch people around there. But black people, the black community, the women, only other people that respect your productivity and you being on the right path, right? Before you make it, is other guys that's walked that path or they walk in that path. And that's what you got to understand. Them the only people who understand it. And when you make it, everybody feel like you owe them something. I will cut you off. That's my number one thing. Before I argue, I fight with a nigga, I just won't talk, or a woman, I don't want to talk to you. I don't even want the energy. Whatever the losses and the damages is, I bounce back. I don't even want to talk to you. And that's one thing I learned from being in high school until my mid-20s. It took me to learn, like, dog, I gotta get away from these niggas. like these people that's around me, bro, they wasn't helping. They were benefiting, but they wasn't helping. So in the NFL, you got dudes that got DUIs. You got dudes that's been racist and called dudes the N-word that's in the league right now that play for Buffalo. That's quarterback them. You got dudes that got DV abusers. Right? You got all these different crazy dudes. I mean, at one point, you had Kerry Collins who dropped the N-bomb in Carolina, and they had to trade him to New York. That's how he got to New York. You had what Riley Cooper said. You had Leonard Little that literally had a manslaughter body. You had Dante Stallworth who caught a body. You had Ray Caruth. You had all these effed up, and Bill Romanowski was spitting on people. You had Richie Incognito, whatever his name is, who bullied Jonathan Martin, who's sitting on the couch with Skip Bayless and them. And respectfully, I got love for Aqib Talib, but he put a battery in his brother back to go to jail over sending that coach to the upper room. So you got all these different characters and these fucked up dudes who do fucked up shit. And I'm going to end on this. You know, I didn't address this on a James Harrison video I did when Joey Porter Well, the Joey Porter Ben Roethlisberger video I did when Joey Porter talked about Ben Roethlisberger being a terrible person. But in that clip I put in that video, go watch that video. I'm gonna put it in the end screen of the cards. In the clip in that video, you know what he said in the beginning of that clip? He said, how can James Harrison talk bad about Mike Tomlin when Bill Cowher cut you 3 times? He said you became a household name under Mike Tomlin. And the inner hate that black people have, especially for other productive heterosexual black men, it is unmatched from any other type of hate you get. Clan hate, Brad hate, Hector hate. Hating thy brother for being productive. And we talk about how a lot of black women don't like productive men. They consider it corny, but also the light need to be shined on black men because the league is what, 70, 80% black. Black men can't stand productive heterosexual black men, especially if you had a father in your life. And that had a lot to do with, I guarantee, with Jalen Hurts. That's the way he is. Ain't too high, too low. Stoicism mastered. They hate that shit, man. I had to say this video, man. I had to spit my piece. Hit the link in the description. Find me everywhere. You find me on X, Facebook, Kick, Twitch, Instagram. Want to donate? Cash App, Venmo, CJ Good 313, Venmo, and everything in there. First link in the description. Say find me everywhere. Check out the NFL playlist.
What's good, y'all? This JD with JD Talks Birds. So we can put the rest that is not cap when Eagles fans say Jalen Hurts is the most hated player in the NFL. There was a study shown that he scored a perfect 10 of the most negative fan reaction. So we not capping when we say QB1 is hated amongst the NFL. You know, of course, some dudes hate him because their girlfriend like him. Some dudes hate him because they want to be him. Some people hate him because they don't understand his game, how he played the game, and how he keep winning. He is Super Bowl champion. Some people don't like him because he just do something to their confidence, like Emmanuel Acho. So, I mean, some people don't like. They feel as though that he's on a stacked roster, which he didn't inherit a stacked roster, unlike Sam Darnold. I mean, it's plenty of reasons why I guess some people hate him, but you know, QB1 gonna QB1. QB1 gonna keep pushing. QB1 gonna keep proving the doubters, the naysayers, and the haters wrong. And we know this to be true because, listen, we can't say he don't get no hate because all last summer, it was Jalen Hurts this, Jalen Hurts that. All season long, it's Jalen Hurts. If you want any engagement, if you want to get some clip, you want to get some money, want to get some rage bait, you just mention QB1 and everything go up. Access speak easy. They do it on a nightly basis. So, yeah. So it's not cap when we say QB1 the most hated, but listen. It is what it is, man. Keep going, QB1. You know, Philly Eagles fans be behind you. 10 toes down.